this cake tutorial, I'm going to show you how I fill my cakes. I first cut my 2 layers of cake that I bake off into 2, so my cakes are 4 layers tall. So in between I fill my cakes with icing, and the icing is always about 1/4 of an inch thick. I also add some simple syrup onto the tops of each layer of cake to keep the cakes more moist. Once you have the layers filled, you can go ahead and pop your layered cake into the fridge just so that the middle layers firm up a bit, so when you go to put on a crumb coat, your cake layers aren't going to slide around on you. Once your layers of frosting have had time to set up in the fridge, it's time to add a crumb coat, and this is a thin layer of frosting all over the cake, which will lock in the crumbs and ensure that you won't have crumbs falling off the cake, ruining your design in the end. So just go ahead and push it all into the sides. Doesn't have to be pretty, just get it on there really thin all over the sides and across the top, and then go ahead and pop that back into the fridge to firm up a bit. Now that your crumb coat's all set up, it's time to put on a thicker layer of frosting, because why not? I mean, everybody loves frosting. And by adding a thicker layer, you can go ahead and make it incredibly smooth so it's a good foundation with which to lay your fondant on. So go ahead with this step and really take your time and get your frosting as smooth as you can. I typically will put the frosting on and then pull it around with my offset spatula, and then I also have a straight edge that you can see in the corner, a square with which I will pull around just to make the sides really smooth and even. Once you get your frosting on as smooth as you can, take your cake and pop it back into the fridge for about 20-25 minutes to let that layer firm up so that it will maintain its shape once you lay your fondant on top. Go ahead and roll out your fondant to about 1/4 of an inch thick. I throw my fondant back over my rolling pin to make it easier to pull the fondant up and wrap it over top of my cake. I then go ahead and smooth out the top of the cake just to get all the air bubbles out. And then I start on the sides, gently lifting up the fondant and pulling it out and getting the wrinkles out. Just lift up, smooth down, lift up, smooth down, and lift up and smooth down over and over again until you get to the base of the cake. Then go ahead and cut off the excess and keep smoothing your cake around and around until all the wrinkles are out and all the fondant is pushed down. And then you can then go ahead and cut off the excess right to the base of the cake.